right, merry 2 days before Christmas, everybody. Yes, we did it. We did it. I am from Colorado now, just like Chris. And let's hear it for Chris again. Wasn't he great? Yeah, he was awesome. Very funny guy. I've lived in 8 different states during my entire life, but Colorado by far is my favorite. I love the names of your towns here. I just love it. Like, they sound like names of towns in Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, right? All of them. They're like, I went through the Black Forest on my way to Pikes Peak. And I went to Boulder and Longmont and Lakewood, right? And to the outlets at Castle Rock. And then I came to the village of Greenwood to tell jokey jokes. It's fun. I used to live in New York City, which is crazy. If you ever go to New York City, if you go to Times, clap if you've ever been to Times Square in New York City. Okay, a lot of people clapping. So in Times Square, there are the flyer pamphlet people, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Their whole job is just to get a flyer right into your hand. That is all they live for, is to get that flyer, that piece of paper right into your hand. And so I learned when I lived there, a good trick is if you carry something in both hands when you go to Times Square, they can't give you a flyer because you're already full up, right? So I would always carry my cell phone and a handgun, and I would be like, I am full up, okay? Why don't you give it to this guy or one of these two people? Because I can't take it right now. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, that's why I got these rollerblades on. I learned this trick in New York, but it also works great in Denver. Okay, so here's what it is. I wear these rollerblades in Denver and in New York because they give me the power of can usp. You guys familiar? No? I'll explain. Here we go. So if you're in Denver or New York and you're wearing rollerblades, this is what the power of can usp is. When you pass people who are asking for money, this is all you hear. Ready? It's like, can you? It's great. I can do it again. I will. No, I got other jokes that involve these rollerblades. Matter of fact, you guys like impressions? Yeah. All right. Let's do an impression. Can I get you? Can you? Do you want to do an impression with me? All right. What's your name? Tyla. How do you spell it? T-Y? T-Y-L-A. Give it up for Tyla, everybody. Tyler and I are going to do an impression, and we're not going to tell you what it is. Tyler doesn't even know. You don't even know what we're doing, right? All you got to do is stand here, okay? All right, we're going to do an impression, and you guys yell out your guesses as to what Tyler and I are impersonating, and you get a prize. I got a prize for you. All right. Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right. Yell out your guesses starting now. Broncos, what the? We were a hydrogen atom. Tyler was the center, she was the neutron and the proton, and I was the electron in the outer valence shell. All right, and come on, here we go. Wait, I got one more. It's in here. All right, one more. There we go. Yeah, that's desiccant. All right. You don't get the desiccant. You did good, though. Give it up for Tyler, everybody. All right. Here's Here's another impression. This is John Lennon. I know, like, I already heard Chris ask how many people are under 18. It was a lot of you. So John Lennon was a musician. And he was in a very famous band. And this is my impression of John Lennon forgetting his harmonica. Here we go. Ready? It's not funny. It's like a talent thing. Yeah, sure. I'll milk it. You know what? Here, I'm going to do another impression. How many of you, by the show of applause, saw the movie Misery? Did you ever see that movie, Misery? Okay. The kids aren't clapping. That's good. You shouldn't watch that, kids. It's kind of scary. All right. But this is my impression of James Caan, who's no longer with us, very great actor, in the movie Misery. And this is my impression of James Caan in the movie Misery from the director's cut of the escape scene. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. Some of you already know where this is going, I bet. Here we go. James Caan, movie Misery, director's cut of the escape scene. Here we go. Oh my God, help me! I gotta get out of here! All right. It was just my way of getting out of the rollerblades. We're having fun though, right? That's all that matters. I should tell you guys a little bit about me. I served my country after I got out of high school. Yeah. Sure. Do we have anybody that served out there in the audience? Yeah? What branch? Air Force. All right. Who ya? Give it up for her. Anybody else? Where? What branch? Marines. Hoorah. Right there. Hoorah. Anybody else? Army? What? Navy. I was in the Navy for 4 years. Yeah, our acknowledgement greeting is, hey girl, hey. So, hey girl. Navy guys. A lot of people don't know that. I like to share knowledge. So, here's some knowledge you might not know. You guys, you don't need mouthwash. Did you know that? Ask your hygienist or your dentist. It's true. All you got to do is floss and brush. You don't need mouthwash. Now that I've said that, I actually have found a really great mouthwash. And it's called Fireball. Yeah. And when you gargle with that, don't spit it out, all right? Just let that go down because it makes your breath very I feel like I should explain my weird facial hair. Okay, I have very strange facial hair, and it's for a reason. It's not as weird as his, but it's close. He must be a superhero too. Yeah, I'm not a cast member of Mayans or Sons of Anarchy, and I'm not the construction worker from the Village People. A lot of people guess that. And no, I'm a superhero, and all of us superheroes have weird facial hair. Look at my buddy Wolverine. I'm very similar to Wolverine, okay? I'm just not from the wolf family of superhero. I'm from the badger family of superhero. So I'm Badgerine. Badgerine? Yeah, that's my call sign. Badgerine, right there. And this is a lot of, my superpower is I'm super annoying, okay? Because I have ADD, and I'm super elusive, okay? So I will annoy you, Petrine, right? And then you want to kill me, but then you can't find me. And then I just come back and annoy you more. Petrine, right? And then you just want to kill yourself at that point. That's how Badgerine works. And Badgerine's been married for 30 years, everybody. That's a long time, right? Yeah. And I love it. I love being married. I got a friend of mine who's my age, okay, and he has never been married. Never. And for a reason. He's an idiot. He says stupid stuff. The other day, he said that all women are crazy. And I said, you can't say that. I've been married to a woman for 30 years and she's not crazy, all right? You got to quantify that. You got to categorize that. Like, if you said cheerleaders are crazy, I can get behind that. Because I dated a cheerleader in high school and she was nuts. She was. Like, she filed assault charges against me, but she was the one who kept telling me to be aggressive. 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 She literally spelled it out for me, okay? But I love being married, like I said, 30 years now, and I appreciate you guys clapping for me being married 30 years. I definitely deserve that. And ladies, if you want to keep your man 30 years, do what my wife did, okay? Just set expectations early in the relationship. On our second date, she said, don't cheat on me and don't lie to me, and I will treat you like a king. And here it is 30 years later. I don't cheat on her and I don't lie to her, and she treats me like a king. It's super easy, right? Yes. Super easy, right? But like a king that doesn't get lucky a lot. You know what I mean? Like a king that needs internet access. Anyways, that's why I was upset last week, because I lost internet access and I had to call my provider. I was like, help me, provider, because you are not providing me internet access. And I didn't get a human being. I got an automated attendant, and it's a girl voice, and she's super perky, right? She's like, let's reset your cable modem. What I'd like you to do is unplug the power from the back of your cable modem. And when you're done, say power unplugged. I'm like, you're chipper. Is this the girl from the Progressive commercials? Right, and I'm trying to see if I have it unplugged, and then I hear the phone say, are you still there? So I come back to the phone and I go, I'm here, and I have it unplugged now. And she goes, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Did you say your power's unplugged? Just say yes or no. So I was like, yes. And then she was like, okay, great. And I'm thinking, I want to download this app for my phone, okay? I want the automated attendant app, right? So when my wife calls me, I can forward her to the automated attendant app. And it can answer my phone in a perky version of my voice, and then just text message me the important details of whatever that phone call was all about, right? So I'll just get a text message that says, Karen is being mean at work right now. Duration, 57 minutes. Thank you, automated attendant app. You just saved me 57 minutes, right? But the bad part would be I would still have to sound like automated attendant around the house, so she wouldn't know when I'm forwarding her to automated attendant on my phone. Like on the weekends, I'd have to be like, did you want me to clean out the garage? If you'd like me To clean out the garage, say clean garage. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Goodbye. All right. I really do have ADD, or as my wife likes to call it, restless mouth syndrome. And the fun doesn't end there, everybody. Both of my kids have ADD too. Yay! Yay! Oh, it's the best. It's the best. Yeah. Oh, and it gets even better. Guess what? My wife, she hates all of us. Yeah. True story. There are pluses and minuses to having ADD. Here's one of the pluses. A lot of you guys out there that don't have ADD, you're going to get yelled at later by your significant other because they're going to realize you've zoned out of the conversation. Yeah. If I zone out of the conversation, I'm not in trouble. I have ADD, okay? All I get is, did you take your pill today? And I'm always like, nope. I forgot. I'm gonna go take my pill right now. And then I just never come back. Because we're really good at problem solving. It's true, it's true. Here's how good I am at problem solving. My wife wanted an in-ground pool in our backyard. I called a construction company to get an estimate. They said $1,900 just to dig the hole. That does not include concrete or diving board. It's a $1,900 hole. I said, I'm gonna do the hole myself. And then I put an ad on Craigslist for free dirt. And then when people showed up to my house, I just gave them a shovel. And I said, you can have everything inside those orange lines. You can have 12 feet of dirt from this side, but only 3.5 feet of dirt from that side. And leave a stair pattern on the 3.5 foot side, please. But there are downsides to ADD. There are. Last year, my wife and I went on our second honeymoon to a little exotic island. We went to New Orleans. Yeah. But if you have ADD, don't go to Mardi Gras for your second honeymoon. That is a bad call, all right? There are a lot of distractions at Mardi Gras. There are big ones and little ones and saggy distractions and perky distractions. And there's just distractions. Trust me, they're everywhere. And my wife said, you look like a kid in a candy store. And I said, I am married, okay? I am a kid with diabetes in a candy store. That is, got some married people out there. All right. Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for coming. All right. Yeah. And then my wife says to me, well, I don't have to worry about you because you're my soulmate. And I was like, definitely. And then she was like, why did you say definitely weird with your finger like that? And I was like, 'cause when you're at the sink, I am at the toilet, baby. Yeah, yeah. And then she was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, badgerine, right? And she was like, don't badgerine me. I am serious. If you're at the sink and I'm at the toilet, what is that? How does that make me your soulmate? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I thought you said cellmate. We are at Mardi Gras, and I am not focused on this conversation. All right, I'm going to go take another pill. I will be right back. Here's the thing. I try to be honest about my ADD. The other day, this guy was repeating instructions to me, And I said, listen up, fella. You do not have to tell me twice, okay? You need to tell me 11 to 14 times. People with ADD, we're always trying to be funny, and the people that we talk to usually don't think we're very funny. One time my wife thought I was funny. I called her, and she answered the phone, and my wife is the sweetest lady in the world, okay? But she answered the phone, and she was kind of being short and rude and abrupt, which is very unlike her. So I said, honey, why are you being short and rude and abrupt right now? And she goes, I'm late for 2 different doctor's appointments. I have to go. I was like, wait, what are your doctor's appointments? And she was like, ophthalmologist, gynecologist. Are you happy I have to go? And I was like, well, first of all, you don't want to get those appointments mixed up, okay? Because that guy's going to be like, that is the worst case of pink eye that I have ever. No one knows what ophthalmologist means. All right. All right, where was I? Thank you, one applauder. I got an applaud. Oh, applause break. Oh, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. It's slow roller. There we go. Yeah, that was the one I was worried about, everybody. Okay, but the other day I was trying to be funny, and she didn't think I was funny at all. She walks into the family room scratching herself, and she's like, why am I so itchy? And I was like, well, maybe because you're pronouncing it with a silent B. And Adgerine! Adgerine with a silent B. Turns out I should have said dry skin, everybody. If you thought that joke was funny, see me after the show. I have shirts that say I'm itchy with a silent B right there. And yeah, they have a girl dog on the front. I don't know what you call a girl dog, but it's a girl dog and she's itchy. She's scratching herself because she's itchy. You can tell. And it comes in athletic gray or pretty lady pink right there. Yeah, so if you're a girl that likes to work out, or if you're just a ho, Merry Christmas. Come see me after the show. I got your colors. All right, where was I? They're only $25. It's the cost of a Starbucks coffee. All right, where was I? Yeah, and if you forgot to get presents, now's a good time. All right. So, yeah. My whole life I had one rule, okay? That rule was if you think of something funny, you say it immediately, okay? And don't listen, that's a horrible rule, okay? I lost a lot of friends with that rule. But then I got diagnosed ADD and I got put on meds, and then I would think of funny stuff and I'd be like, I should say it immediately. And then the meds would be like, no, you shouldn't say that at all. And I'm like, you're right, meds. This is a filter. I've heard about this. I have a filter now. I don't say things when they're inappropriate. It's awesome. I have a friend of mine. He's got ADD. We've all told him, and he won't get help. So half of my act comes from Tim's house now, okay? I go over there, and I just write down the stuff he says. I'm at Tim's house a month ago. His son, Alex, comes up to Tim. I saw the whole thing go down, right? And Alex is like 5. Maybe he just turned 5. And Alex comes up to Tim and he's like, Dad, I forget, am I awesome or am I fantastic? And Tim was like, no, buddy, you are autistic. Okay, how many times have I told you that? And Alex was like, 127 times. Because it's a Mersenne prime and it's 1 away from 2 to the 7th power. And I'm like, that kid is autistic, first of all, because I had to Google Mersenne prime. I was pretty impressed, all right? Yeah, and the lesson in that story is ADD people say stuff that makes them lose friends, okay? I have lost friends. My wife gave me very good advice to keep friends. She said, if a friend tells you bad news that's happening in their life, you just say, I'm sorry to hear that, and nothing else. She also said, let's see how many of you were raised right here at Comedy Works, Greenwood Village. She also said, buy them a card or a gift because actions. A lot of good people here tonight. Give it up for yourselves, right? Good people. That is right. Actions speak louder than words. And that's really good advice. A week later, my friend told me that he had been diagnosed with Lyme disease. So I said, I'm sorry to hear that. Nothing else. And I got him a get well card. And I put a coupon in for limeade because I'm not going to explain it. If you didn't get that joke, it's on you. Badgerine. My other friend, he went to Florida and got his hand bit off by an alligator because they jump out of trees. And it's real. You can Google that. Badgerine. And it jumped out of a tree and it bit his hand off. And he hated the Gatorade. I got him because you really need two hands to open Gatorade. So you don't actually. You can just stump it and then one-hand it. But whatever. I'm moving on. Here we go. I don't even just have ADD, you guys. I also have dyslexia. Because, yeah, we got some dyslexic. Clap, dyslexics. Wow, we got a lot of them. Awesome. That is, you're the one. All right, cool. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be dyslexic. Like, I do 52 in a 25 because, I got a reason. And plus, I do 96. All right. They don't know. They don't know, parents. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Here's the thing. People with dyslexia, it's not just numbers and letters. We overthink words, like antioxidant. We all know that word, antioxidant. What do we know about antioxidants? All we know is that antioxidants are good for us, right? That's what we know. Antioxidants are good for us. But think about that word, antioxidant. Anti's a prefix. Anti means opposite of whatever word comes after it. So if antioxidants are good for us, that means normal oxidants are bad. And that is right. That is true. Because my mom said that I was an oxidant. And that's, okay, Greenwood Village. Like I'm the only oxidant here. All right, I get it. All right. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys all my ailments. I don't like it when people know I'm sick. I hide it. I don't want people to know. Like, I will always figure out a way to hide it. I have contingency plans, all right? I figure out contingency plans to hide whatever disease I've been diagnosed with so no one knows that I have it. Like, here's my contingency plan if I ever get diagnosed with narcolepsy. Do you guys know what narcolepsy is? That's where you just fall asleep all the time out of nowhere. Right? If I ever get that disease later in life, I'm just going to get a tattoo of my eyes on my eyelids, and then no one will know when I'm asleep. And then when I wake up, I'll just be like, got it. Badgerine. Right? And yeah. Or if I ever get diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, I'm just going to carry Splenda packets. And then no one will know that I have Parkinson's disease. They'll just be like, he's had those Splenda packets for 2 years. He should rip the top and check it, because I'll bet you the Splenda's at the bottom by now, right? Just trying to see how many people are on this bus ride to HE Double Toothpicks with me. And seems like I got some passengers on board. I got an Air Force lady on board for sure. Awesome. Oh, yeah. And speaking of, you should drive safely on the holidays, okay? That's when animals jump in front of your car, all right? They do. It's every holiday, an animal will jump in front of my car. Last year on Christmas, so we're only what? It's 3 days away, right? It's 2 days away from the night where Santa comes. And you know what? Before I keep going, let me ask you guys something. As I want everybody here to clap like you've never clapped before if you've ever, even just once, saw the movie Home Alone. Clap. All right, lots of people. Okay, now I want the people who have never seen the movie Home Alone to clap. One person right there. Okay, thank you for being honest enough to clap, whoever that was in the back. And go watch that movie, all right? You're ruining it for everybody. They are. Like, I'm sorry, but okay, here's what happened to me. I called a pizza order in the other day, right? And for pickup. I told her I'll be there in 10 minutes to pick it up. And she's like, okay, it'll be ready. So I go drive to the pizza place, and there's a teenager behind the counter, and I'm like, I'm here to pick up my pizza. And I told her my name, and she goes, okay, that'll be $17. So I give her a $20 bill, and I say, keep the change, you filthy animal. And she looks at me like, why would you say that to me? And I'm like, you've never seen Home Alone? Oh my gosh. That was crazy. You know what? All right, like, you get it. She gets it. All right, that is insane. She's seen it. And here's the other thing I don't like. Do you guys remember when Kevin goes to the mall Santa after he gets off his shift, and he says, like, I know you don't work for Santa. Or no, he goes, I know you're not the real Santa, but I know that you work for Santa, and I need you to send him a message that all I want for Christmas this year is to have my family back. You guys remember that part? Yeah. Right? Okay, so I think he's right. I think that the mall Santas aren't the real Santas. They're just work for Santa. But we don't know who those mall Santas are. And when we take our kids to go see these mall Santas, what's the main objective, parents? What are you trying to get out of that? A picture, right? But no one thinks about this. How about putting a little lavalier microphone on Santa? Because I'd like to hear the conversation my kid had with Santa, and give me a USB stick along with that picture that has the conversation, you know, not to find out what they want for Christmas, because Santa is totally real, but to find out if this mall Santa is weird or not. You know what I mean? Like, we're looking out for your safety is all we're doing. We don't care what you told Santa you want for Christmas. All right, where was I? That was just me thinking out loud. But seriously, like, if they gave you a USB stick and a picture, wouldn't that be better? Come on, parents. Right? Yes. I'm going to put that into effect. Whatever. Here we go. Yeah, I've completely lost control of where I was in my set because I brought that up. But I guess I'll tell you this. If I don't take my meds every day, I can still focus on stuff that you know, as long as it's a topic that I'm interested in. If I'm already interested in that topic, I don't need my meds to focus on it because I love that subject material. Like, if you want to talk to me about rock and roll, I know all the one-hit wonder bands. I know trends about rock and roll nobody else knows. Here's a trend about rock and roll I'll bet you guys didn't know. The best bands in the history of rock and roll tended, and there are exceptions to this rule, but they tended to begin with the word the. Think about it. Think the Beatles, right? The Rolling Stones, the Who, the Guess Who, the Doors, the Police, the White Stripes, the Black Keys, the Cars, the Kinks, the Vines, the Hives, the Clash, the Fix, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, the Allman Brothers, the Grateful Dead, the Offspring, right? The Animals, the Yardbirds, the Birds, the Pixies. There's tons of them, right? And the worst bands in the history of rock and roll tended, and there are exceptions to this rule, but they tended to begin with the word Nickelback. Right? Badgering. If you listen to Nickelback on noise-canceling headphones, you don't hear anything. So, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm going to. It's coming. I do love it. I love it. I love rock and roll. I think the 60s had better lyrics. 70s had better guitar. You could tell lyrics were getting worse in the late 60s because Cream had the White Room song. It was like, in the white room with black curtains in the station. They wrote that song because they needed one more song on the album that they were working on. And they were in a white room with black curtains in a railroad station. Okay? They made millions with that song. I could have done that, right? My song would be like, in the bathroom with the shower curtain that had little fishes. Right? That's a pretty good song, right? And the late 70s lyrics are getting worse. Remember, been through the desert on a horse with no name, right? Who cares, right? Goes through the desert in a Volkswagen with no air conditioning, okay? Because I can relate to that song. I've been through a town that has no name. That's the name of the town, a town with no name. It's up by Vale. It's crazy. Anyways, where was I? Yeah. But like in the 70s, some bands would mess up all their lyrics, and some bands would just mess up the middle, right? You could get the beginning and the end, but nothing in the middle. Like the band that messed up all the lyrics was Doobie Brothers. I didn't get any of that. It was like, what's it like? What's your I'm making it up, but it was very similar to that. It was right, yeah. And then the band that messed up the middle of their songs in the 70s was Steely Dan with the Peg song. I got the beginning and the end and nothing in the middle, right? It was like, Peg, it will come back to you. Peg is it's your favorite foreign movie. What the hell was all that? Did you guys have the Doobie Brothers in the middle? I didn't get any of that in the middle. And then it all came back in the 90s, right? The band that messed up the middle of their lyrics in the 90s, Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I love them. But I didn't get the middle of Soul to Squeeze at all. Did anybody? I got the beginning and the end, right? Nothing in the middle. It's like, take me to the river, lay me on your shore. I'll be coming back, baby. I'll be coming back for more. Do the little things you say you don't want, baby. Come on, baby. I cannot forget. I will not remember. Say my presence that much better, but I won't regret it never. I got all the rest of that, all right? What was Dumber Summer Kong Kong, babe? Did anybody get that part? Because I didn't get that part at all, right? And then the next album they made, they were like, I know for sure. I know it's you. What was Bango Wango Tang, all right? Because I think Ted Nugent is the only person who knows what you're talking about right now. That was a Wango Tango joke. All right. And then the band that messed up all their lyrics in the 90s, Pearl Jam, Yellow Ledbetter, right? Yeah, Eddie Vedder doesn't know the words to that song, okay? Yeah, no, there are no lyrics to that song. Don't email me the lyrics. They're not real, okay? That song is their biggest hit. And clap if you guys have ever seen Pearl Jam live in concert. Clap if you've seen them. All right, over here and over here. So the people who are clapping, what does Eddie Vedder drink throughout the whole show? Red wine, exactly. He drinks red wine throughout the whole show. Sometimes he'll do 2 bottles, right? And yeah, and when it comes time to end the show, they always close that show on Yellow Ledbetter because he is wasted, all right? They can't end on anything else because you don't have to know the words to that song. You just have to make the right sounds, right? They're like, Eddie, we're going to wrap it up. He's like, got it. How feel I'm feeling with all I say I go back, say I go back here. I'll be so bad on say I'll be on Right? Yeah. I crank that song every time. Because I know all the words. And there, there were some bands in the 90s, you could understand every word they were saying, but you just wish that they would shut up, right? Like, I get knocked down, I get up again. You ain't never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, I get up again. Stay down, all right? You're getting your butt beat. That song is horrible. That song and a couple drops of water on my forehead, I'm gonna admit to stuff I didn't do, all right? That's an annoying song. I'm grateful to be here tonight. My sister almost killed me 3 years ago. And I wanted to audition for American Idol. I like singing, but you have to be between 16 and 28 to be on that show. And I'm only that age when I'm in a certain chat room on the internet. And, it's not a good show. Antiques Roadshow, it's not a reality TV show. It's not. You know what a reality TV show is? Is not American Idol, Antiques Roadshow. Antiques Roadshow is the best. It's the best reality TV show. Clap if you've seen Antiques Roadshow. Right? Yes. There's only two kinds of people on this show. One person thinks they have something super valuable, and then they find out, nope, that's not very valuable, right? And then the other person, somebody doesn't know if their object's valuable, and they're just trying to find out if it's valuable. And they find out, yeah, that is priceless, right? Those are the two people. First time I saw it, I saw a guy, he's like, this is a vase from the Ming Dynasty. And the expert appraiser goes, these markings are consistent with that time frame. But if you'll notice here on the bottom, where it says made in Taiwan, right there, do you see that? That's bad, okay? Because Taiwan's not part of China, and this is written in English, all right? So, and then I saw this other guy, he comes on the show, he's like, I found this stick in my basement. It's like a carved stick, it's got writing on the side. What you think that's worth right there, that stick? And the expert appraiser's like, sir, this is the staff that was used by Moses to part the Red Sea. You may want to put this in some bubble wrap. It's been in my basement 14 years. My basement flooded 12 years ago. I wish I would have known what this was 12 years ago, because I sure could have used it back then. How do you work it? It's like, power of Christ compels thee. I don't even feel the wind kicking. Hello, power of Christ. Power of Christ. All right. I'm being mean towards Christ. I'm a Christian. I believe in the rapture. I really do. I got a moonroof in my car, and I'm going to be ready when that goes down. I'm going to be like, take me, Jesus. Let's do this. Or you know what? Let me suck it in one more time, Jesus. I need a bigger moonroof, Jesus. All right. I should probably wrap this up because I got a contest. You guys want who wants to be in a contest? Get ready for that. That's coming up right next. You got it. You're definitely in. We're gonna have a couple of people. But before I leave, I got one more shirt to show you. This one just says Badgerine right there. And see, these other shirts, you can read the shirt and get the joke. You didn't have to come to the show. But if you're wearing this shirt, no one knows what this means. So I built a way into the shirt for you to explain to people that weren't here tonight what the shirt means. If somebody says, hey, I see your shirt says Badgerine. What is that all about? All you got to do is lift up the bottom, and on the inside, it says Badgerine again right there. And if they don't get it from that, it's on them. All right? You guys have been fantastic. Let's do a contest. Let's do that. All right? You are definitely up here. Come on up. Yeah. Yes, come on. Can you do it? I'll help you up. What's your name? Rachel, that's right. Give it up for Rachel, everybody. And who else wants to be in it? Yeah? You know what? Let's do you two. Come on up. What's your names? Skylar and Emma? All right, Skylar and Emma. Give it up for Skylar and Emma. And Rachel, should we do one more? You got kids. They're smart. They're like got little wheels ticking. But you'll probably crush them, Rachel. Here, stand over here. Let's get one more adult to even things out. All right. Wait, are you an adult? All right. Yeah. Whatever. She looks enthusiastic. What's your name? What's your name? Alex. All right. Rachel, Emma, Alex, and who? Skylar. You're Skylar. All right. Skylar, Emma, Rachel, Alex. All right. Here we go. All ladies, are you guys ready? All right. We're gonna do a contest. Here's how this contest works. I have ADD. I told you guys that, right? So I'm trying to see how many of you people have ADD too. And let's see if you were paying attention, because I'm going to give you questions from my set to see if you were paying attention. And if you get the answer, then you're still in the contest, all right? But if I ask Alex, right, and then she doesn't know, and then I ask Rachel and she doesn't know, right? And then I ask, Skylar. I ask Skylar, and then Skylar does know. Then Alex will be out because she was the first person I asked. Okay? But if I asked Alex and she doesn't know, and Rachel doesn't know, and Skylar doesn't know, and Emma doesn't know, then everybody's still in. Okay? See how that works? The only way you can get put out is if somebody doesn't know and then somebody else does. Then you have to go. But if no one knows it, you're all still in. All right? And here's the other most important rule of this contest. Don't yell out the answers. I know you guys know. All right? I know all you guys know. And you guys want to yell them out, but please don't. It just ruins everything, okay? Are we good? Okay. All right, let's do it. I'm going to start with Alex, right? All right, Alex. What role did I play in my impersonation? No, but thanks for not yelling out the answer. It wasn't the answer, thank God, but stop it. All right, what role did I play in my impersonation of a hydrogen atom?
I know which one, but I forgot what it was called.
Oh, I don't blame you. Oh, now this is where the adult's going to crush you, Alex. I'm sorry. Rachel, killer.
A skater.
Oh, no! What are the parts of an atom? Do you know?
Like the electromagnetic thing?
Electromagnetic? Oh my gosh! Right? I think we should give it to her. Yeah, I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry. It's okay. It was an electron, and you're right. Way to go. It was an electron. All right. Okay, so Emma, ready? Are you ready, Emma? Okay, how many years have I been married?
30.
Way to go, Emma. Yes. That's you, Rachel. Ready? That's a good job, by the way. Okay, Rachel, what word do the worst rock and roll band names tend to begin with?
Oh, darn.
Stop. I know.
N.
And
Dad. Well, repeat the question.
okay, what word do the worst rock and roll band names tend to begin with? No!
Nickel. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, she is crazy! It's too close. I gotta give it to her. All right, thanks, Rachel. Give it up for Rachel, everybody. It was Nickelback, but you're amazing, like electromagnets, nickel, Indian nickel. But you're like, you were obviously paying attention, but not really, like, kind of, just enough to get a C on the test. All right. Way to go, way to go. We are down to, wait, it's Skylar and Emma. All right, Skylar and Emma. Emma, we're going to you. Ready? How many times do you have to tell me something? Oh, I know she went to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. And this might be the part where you forgot.
127.
No. Yeah, you're both still in it. You're both still in it. It was 11 to 14. But all right. That's all good. You're both still in it. All right. How many? Okay, ready? What depth? This is hard. Ready? I'm going to go to you. Are you ready, Skylar? What depth levels did I tell Craigslist people that they could dig down to deep for their shallow and the deep ends of my in-ground pool?
The shallow end was 3.5 feet, and the deep end was 12 feet.
Wow! Oh, we got a winner. Wait a second. So you were third place, right, Rachel? You were third. Yeah, and then you're first and you're second. I have presents for all the winners. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna get them there. They're right here. Hold on. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay, so first place winner is this. That's you. Second place. All right. And third place is Rachel, right here. All right. Did you guys have fun tonight? Thank you so much for coming out, and please, if you had a good time, tell your friends, and if you didn't, keep it to yourself. All right? Thanks. Good night, everybody.